Good morning, it's me again, Inspirational post by Leverson. Thank you for everybody that's subscribed. Thank you for everybody that's left comments. Thank you for the like-mindedness. Well, thank yourself as well, actually, not just because it's just the way that you're tuned and just the way that you are as well, the way that you're flowing. So what I want to talk about this morning is choice. I was watching something that really triggered me because, as I said, it'll be different things that I'll talk about, but it's all positive. I was watching this thing called Salem on Netflix about back in the like 1600s. Obviously about witches and warlocks and stuff like that. And one of the witches said to another one, it's about the choices that we make that lead to our destiny. You know, I thought, wow, I just got to write that down quickly. So as I said, I do write things down that trigger my mind. It's all crazy thoughts that come into me, come into my head. Could be walking down the street, I might just hear a piece of music, or I might just see somebody playing, or just doing something. As you know, it comes to you through different ways. And to me, that was very, very true, because you know what, it comes down to our choices, or what we take and what we do is integral to everything that we do. If we make the right choice or the wrong choice, that is definitely going to shape the way that we do things. It's either going to shape our future, it's definitely going to shape our destiny. So we do have to realize that we have the choice. We have the choice of change. We have the choice of betterment. We have the choice of either educating ourselves or letting somebody else educate us. Obviously, when we're small and we're little, we go into that system of the school and we go down that road and we learn a lot of things. Yes, we've got the maths, we've got the English, we've got the geography, we've got the sciences, history and such. But a lot of it is facts, and facts are really going to help us navigate our way through life, because I found out later on in life that I've learned more now that I've left school a long time ago, because it was my choice to learn, and it's things that I know that will help me. A lot of the things at school haven't really helped me. Okay, I can read, I can write, I can spell, I can do maths, but it wasn't anything that was really going to help me navigate through life. I could have done with how to know about finances. That would have been absolutely tremendous. About wealth, about creating jobs, about being an entrepreneur, about learning how to basically be self-independent instead of just looking to go and work for somebody else. That would have been better for me, because we all learn differently. Some people are meant to work within the work job, work job, work job, work, back home, repetitively going over the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out. But a lot of people aren't built that way, especially a lot of the creative-minded people don't work that way, because one thing, we get bored very quickly, and it's boredom through things that we don't enjoy, like most people. But a lot of people will just carry on doing the same thing repeatedly just for a wage. But I know that creative people think completely different. They need something to keep their attention. They need something creative. They need something that really makes them feel alive. Well, that does for me anyhow. Obviously, I can't speak for the whole creative community, but that's how I see things. It's also about choice. Choice. We have our future, and how will we look at it? What will we do to change our future? For me, it's about working for myself. I always had to, because it was where I couldn't really take orders from anybody else, and I hated to put my hand up to go to the toilet, and when I could take holidays and breaks, and you know, just always be at someone else's beck and call, and somebody looking over your shoulder all the time. And it was like, sometimes it's like being treated like a child again, and I just can't, my brain doesn't work that way, so I can't run that way. People who can, that's fine, that's their thing, that's their bag, man, that's just how they're built. But we have a choice of how we want our destiny in life to look, and we can help it to look one way or the other. Most definitely, if we want it to look a certain way, we can have it where we clock in and we clock out, and we do that for 40 years if you're lucky enough to keep a job that long, if you want that. And then at the end of it, you'll retire, you'll have a bit of a pension, hopefully you'll go and travel, if your pension is enough to do that, to allow you to do that, and good luck to you, good luck to you. But I want my life to look a completely different way. And a lot of people always say to me, Des, you're crazy, you're mad, just the way that you do things, you are absolutely nuts. Because there are times when I've worked in a job and I've just walked out and not come back. And within that job now, they call it doing a Des, because I wasn't built for that. I like to basically have the choice to create, because I am a creator and I love to create. I love to put things together, I like to experiment. And if you're working within a job, obviously you have to work to a formula, you have to work to a pattern, and you can't vary off that, because that's the way that they operate, and that's the way you have to operate within that system. So that is why I had to just go and do my own thing. And I know there are millions of other people out there that have to work and do for their own thing, and that's where we get creative people and entrepreneurs that will take that chance, they'll take that leap and say, you know what, even if I'm not making millions, but I'm happy within myself. After going back within what I was talking about on the other post that I was going to talk about happiness, it is about your happiness, and you have the choice to either, some people say, well, I need to pay my bills. Okay, you need to pay your bills, and you need to be in that environment, working environment, to just keep doing the same thing over and over. That is fine. But with a lot of creative people, they can't work that way. They have to find their own path and their own destiny, and they choose not to have history keep repeating itself and just keep doing the same thing over and over. If you're content with that, that's fine. As I said, I'm not putting anybody down at all, but I know for one thing that we, as the creative community that just want change, we want betterment, we're building us, we're building who we really are as people, and what we want to give and what we want to share with the world and other people out there. Just to, even if it's not like doing pancakes, even if it's just like, you know, making things out of wood, whittling away, if it's making music, if it's making clothes, designers, cars, looking for a new source of energy, whatever it is. But there's a lot of creative people out there that aren't content with life as it sort of normally is in the mainstream, clocking in and clocking out. But you know what? For the people that are content with that way of life, you know what? Well done to you, and thumbs up. I'm not being sarcastic, I'm not being horrible or anything else, because more power to you. We all have to feed, we all have to provide, and some people provide in certain ways. I provide in a certain way because this is how I am, this is what I'm built. But I know that I had to change, because that wasn't me. I wasn't content with working a certain way and going down that certain path of clocking in and clocking out, clocking in and clocking out, clocking in and clocking out. So I just had to pick something up and run with something and learn, and I just had to make my own potion. I had to make my own mix, and then I had to just like sprinkle it out there on the world, and fortunately enough, it's working. It's growing. It's getting bigger, and I'm blessed and I'm happy about that. You know, I feel at a moment where I'm not 100% there, because we talked about 100% before in other posts, but you know what? I'm getting there, and I know that I'm happy and I'm grateful, because there's certain things that I see in life where people are having their life snatched away from them, and they haven't really lived their full life to their fullest potential. People that are being taken away from their parents through crime and murder and death, and where there are natural disasters, and people, just millions of people and thousands of people just haven't been able to fulfill their lives. And so I'm so grateful that I'm still here, that I can actually do and have the choice to do exactly what I want to do. So you know what, I'm very lucky, so I'm not going to take anything for granted, but I'm still going to keep building, I'm still going to keep creating, and you too have the choice of destiny for your life to run it whichever way you need to. If you are of the mindset where you have to work for somebody else, that's cool. Trust me, that is cool. But I know there are a lot of like-minded people out there that need the information, that need the help, and need to hear people say, myself, to say, you know what, it's all right, go for it, it isn't going to hurt, just try. Okay, it's going to hurt for a bit within, probably financially, and sometimes you'll be scratching your head, and sometimes you'll say, oh God, did I make the right move? But you know what, it's that move that in time you'll look back and you'll say, you know what, I'm glad I made the move, I'm glad I made that choice, because don't forget, you are built that way, to take chances, to take the leap of faith. But you know what, we have the choice within us to say, you know what, that leap of faith that I'm taking, I'd have to do that anyhow, because that's just the way that I am. I can't work any other way apart from working for myself or working within a community of like-minded people, a collective where you collaborate with other people and they help you and you help them within the creative field, or even within your other workplace. You've still got to have people that you to work with and be happy. So, but it is for me about how we look at ourselves, and are we happy with ourselves? Because I know that when I do leave this planet, that I want to go with a smile on my face. I want to feel that, you know, at peace and happy with inside, and I don't want to leave it where there's a lot of people out there and be one of those people that say, you know, I wish I had of. And for me, I don't want to leave that, and I don't want to leave that in the graveyard with millions of others, and they've said, only if I had it, because there's a lot of creative people that have passed on that just didn't fulfill what they wanted to fulfill, because sometimes we can get caught up in a trap, get caught up in a trap of that we just have to provide in one way. Sometimes, yeah, it is going to pinch a little bit, and it is going to hurt, as I've said, and it is going to feel a little bit stressful at times, yes, but remember what I said, there's certain things that you can do to relieve that stress, where you relax and do yoga, you can go out and run, you can go for a swim, you can get on your bike, listen to music that will give you inspiration, and you can listen to me or whoever you need to listen to say, you know, it's all right, because we've been there before and we're still going through the process. So if you need a helping hand, just tune in, because I'm here daily for people that want that, the people that want sort of, you know, the response back to say, you know, it's all right, you can do it, because I'm here daily for that. So guys, on that note, I'm going to leave you, and it's your choice. As I said, it's your choice for destiny, because you choose what you want to be, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, and where you want to do it. Inspirational post by Leverson. Leave your comments and have a great day. Your choice. Take care.